Hello, 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 hello. I think we're all set up now. Yes, fantastic. Hey, hi. How are you cats doing? Markus Patton here, coming in with a weekly ramble chat in which I chat about shit that I've done this week. And obviously, if you saw Tuesday's episode, you'll have heard that there was a slight confusion with the Inkblot Festival, and I was no longer attending it. Someone then pulled out, and so now I'm attending it again because basically it's cheaper to travel all the way to Manchester than to try and cancel my fucking train tickets. Plus, I was really looking forward to it, and now I get to do it. So, yay! So, okay, so obviously what I'm taking up there will be 13 shots of whiskey, 1 and 2. And here comes the Dragon Punch. I should probably put them over here. 1 second. Sorry, my bad. So 13 shots of whiskey, which is a western in which the guy on the cover called Willis Waterhouse gets shot, and we find out why he got shot. Spoiler, because he's a lying motherfucker. This is Burnt Ends, in which this cat here, called Sylvester, tries to figure out why this bird's murder is being blamed on the mayor. Because he did it, but why this bird's murder is being blamed on a serial killer when the mayor did it. Spoilers. And the ashcan version of my Here Comes the Dragon Punch, where basically I collect the first story plus a couple extra pages with some extra art bump in there. Once they're gone, they are gone. I think in the process of moving, I think I've lost a whole shit ton of stock. So what's that? So yeah, basically come along, and there's only about 15 of the Here Comes the Dragon Punch comics left, and once they're gone, they're gone. I have no intention of reprinting them. Yeah, so, and this, you can see right here, is the Guyver print that I did kind of exclusively for the show. With the redux and everything, because the problem was with the redux. Basically, I've gutted it up. I've made it so that he stands out more while still being kind of chaotic and stuff. So, as I said, I was going to show you what I did differently. So I'll do that now. And let's go. I should have set this up. So the reason why it's a bit more chaotic and going on is because essentially I do kind of need to get ready for the show. So in theory that'll do because otherwise if I close it'll go down. So right, ramble chat while also discussing some composition and work theory thing, which I probably should have done some actual fucking prep work for, but I didn't, so I haven't. Right, so right, right. Hopefully I'll be as quick as I can with this, and I won't be boring. So this all looks fine, right? So this is the first one. This is the second one, right? And this one looks fine. This one looks better, right? The reason why this one just looks fine is because on the computer screen it's a bit more irksome than say on the printed edition, because this is what it looks like printed out, right? Which isn't too bad. I mean, it looks really bad because I'm using a small camera. I showed you what it looked like before, but like, you know, but it's very noisy and chaotic, and our man Guyver here doesn't really stand out as much as he could, whereas in this he pops more, and the reason for that is one, in this bit, right, there is just there isn't, apart from the lack of the lack of background, it's kind of all blends together, right? And so what I done with this one is I stuck an opening in it, so like there's a big bright white behind him, right, which helps him pop a bit more. And I've also changed the color on this, so I've made him dark. I made this motherfucker darker than, whereas this one is on the same level of brightness. Like so show you, like, he doesn't really stand out, whereas on this one, hopefully he stands out. Whereas on this one he pops more, right? Because there's the light source behind him and stuff. I mean, he's still chaotic, so it's like not it, you know, but like he is more distinguished, because also what I did on the this one is like I blurred the background more. So Guyver is into sharper focus. I think the next time I do something like this, I will use a heavier line behind whichever character. Because quite frankly, when I was doing this, my intention was to get this all done on the Tuesday or whatever, so I'd have an entire week to fuck with it. But when they told me that my table was cancelled, I was like, well, fine. I am in no rush. I'm going to give it an extra week or two, and I'm going to come back to it. But because they told me that the table was ready, I then had to go back to it. So yeah. So this is it's still good. I'll know better for next time, right? So my intention was, right, this. So this one here is kind of flat, right? Like, I mean, I'm going for that early 80s anime aesthetic, so it's not too bad, but it could be better. And what I was thinking, what I could do, it would be better if if I blurred down the background as well, and it made it a bit more fuzzy and a bit more kind of ominous, while also putting chromatic abbreviations and lens flares and stuff in there. So it's a bright, bright and so it's, yeah. So there's a big light source coming from it that's writhing and stuff. There's some motion to this with the blur and everything, plus like the Guyver disc things glowing in there, and then the non-gaping cunt throbbing behind it, right? So it then highlights what's in it. Then darkens and illuminates what's going on in front of us, which is the Guyver. So, and another problem I had, what I realized, is the fact that, like, because I was drawing from a reference of a Guyver toy, didn't come with this up on top of my head. I was using a reference because that's the kind of artist I am, and unfortunately I really wasn't paying attention when it came to the light source. And these dips here, right, that's because the light source was coming down below, right, but the way I've lit the rest of the body is that the light source is coming from above, right? So like the light source was all over the place, didn't really work. So changing the light source to be from coming up, we got the light source coming from behind, so shade, 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 makes him darker with like the rim lights and everything. And it works better. It works an awful lot better printed out than it works on the screen, which is weird. And but anyway, that's how I improved this. This was okay. C+, try harder. This is I think we can be charitable and say it's good. Let's say B, maybe B+. Shows improvement. This is why I don't letter, by the way, with my hand, because even though I can draw, my handwriting is abominable. So that's basically that. On Saturday when you come see me, you're going to see this in real life. It looks fantastic printed out. It pops more because there's not a. So the problem we have with the screen is that it. Not only do I have light source coming from the thing, I also got coming up to me as well. So I don't know. I really wish I could demonstrate to you the difference that what I am seeing on my XP screen to what you are seeing on the OBS studio. Even in the OBS studio, which is on my main monitor, this monitor here, it looks a lot more darker and saturated, and it pops better. Whereas this one, anyway, that's what it is. Normally, I don't really have. This is the first composition and drawing work where it's been such an issue. Where it's like, that's actually fucked with my values and everything. So I'll pay attention to that for next time. So that is what I'm done this week. Rushing to get the a print finished for the old festival, and because what I was also doing was right. So what I was also doing is I was working on my portfolio pages, right? So this is the Xena page that I did. Xena's quite difficult to draw, and one of the things that I realised while doing these portfolio pages, like characters, like it's easy for me to draw my own characters because I know them, and characters I'm associated with drawing I can draw quite easily. Like I have a big kind of repertoire for characters that like I can draw people that I know how to draw, right? Well, that sounds really easy, Matthew. Marcus, how could you possibly come to that revelation? Well, apparently I do. Yeah. So this took a little longer because essentially, I haven't watched Xena in decades, so I don't really know what she looks like per se, and getting the armor isn't really designed to be drawn on a monthly comic because it's really fiddly and stuff, and then getting this pose, finding a reference for this pose was a bit of a motherfucker, and then surprisingly the cart was also difficult because I couldn't find an ancient Greek cart for some reason. The only one I could find was an awkward angle, and then trying to find villains of the week in Xena was also difficult because it's all the photos on Google or whatever of Xena and of Gabriella, and so Bruce Campbell was on there. What does he look like? The fuzziest photos you've ever seen. So I'm going to have to find a better. If I do get hired by whoever owns the rights to Xena, hopefully they'll supply me with a morgue book. But anyway, I quite like how this turned out. I've been resting on it for a bit, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this panel and shrink this panel in so I can basically get a like a swinging motion of her arm going, because it's not really 100% what's going on. So if I just make this panel smaller and maybe reduce in size this panel, it'll also give room for the text speech and stuff, and then kind of give us a bit more, give us this much more room and stuff, you know, because I mean even at that crop you can't, you know, it looks alright, because basically what she's doing in this is like, oh, don't look at, oh, bad guy in the back of it, don't look in the back. And then I need to put some extra speed lines here, 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 put some speed lines there and there and there and there, and a motion so the all the way down here, and then shade in the back so I don't have to colour it, draw it, you know, and then boom, 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 because the light source is coming from above, and and there we go. I probably shouldn't have done that on the fucking actual line art, but that's what I need to do to make this look better, and then finish, and then I'll have another portfolio page, you know, a couple of speed lines on the Aussie, which was fun to draw. All right, and then we go on to the Blue Beetle. This is out of the Blue Beetle comic page, but like, I don't know, I just couldn't be, nothing about the Blue Beetle pages jumped out at me, so I went with the pages involving Peacemaker and Guy Gardner. I know Peacemaker via the films and the show, but I've never read a Peacemaker comic, and I don't know what a Green Lantern is. So, and I'm not too and also these motherfuckers up against people called the Reach, who apparently have little to no internet footprint. I don't know, like trying to find out what these people actually look like, nigh on impossible. Trying to find out what their spaceship looked like, nigh on impossible. At least I got references of Mama and Papa Reyes, so you know. So yeah, and also Ice. So this was a really busy page of characters I do not know and did not know what they look like. I think this looks good. I think this, like, cause I've got the establishing shot of them in an alien thing here, which I'll make them all look alien when it comes to the inks. I think you can tell where everybody is. Like there's Peacemaker, Guy Gardner. There's ice crystals forming. I think I'm gonna stick probably gonna stick ice or whatever the fuck her name is here to demonstrate where the ice is, and that's some real time drawing, by the way. I'm not gonna attempt to make that look pretty. It's for my reference. So basically, next time you see this, there will be another character there, and hopefully she'll be in. Is she in line with the old And she's on one of the golden points. So that's cool. That is well done, Markus. Golden ratio, by the way, which I can go into another time, or I won't. I will do. And and then we get on to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right, this page I almost did in the day I was intending to do it, but I got told that, like, oh, by the way, you're still attending this festival and stuff, so that kind of went out the window and stuff. So I was like, oh shit. So yeah, and this was a lot easier to draw because I've been drawing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles since I was a baby. You know, I love these guys so very, very much. So this wasn't too difficult. Finding the references for the nunchucks was basically, this was easy. The internet is awash with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle references that that I can go from like the modern ones and the rise of the IDW comics all the way back to the Mirage. Guy Gardner, apparently there's a really small low res photo of him on Wikipedia, which you can't use for reference because it's too small, or there's a reference from him back in when I don't know, Art Adams drew him or whoever fucking drew him. So, there's nothing in between. Not owning a Green Lantern comic book is, Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think, given the fact that my intention was to do at least 3 portfolio pages, well, clearly I failed, but like I'm not so far off that it's a case of like, well, it's a waste of time. Like this page here, another hour or 2 on this, and it will be finished. Because one of the problems was, I'm trying to do the pencils and the inking all in one day. And if I was doing the digital pencils, I could spend 8 hours doing the digital pencils and then give that off to someone else. But that seems kind of fruitless because, like, this isn't a pencil. This is a stylus. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. Them here are inks. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not really au fait with the whole like digital pencils thing. Like, yeah, not to have an existential crisis on the old show, but anyway, I need to lower Mikey. To get him his head in line with Donatello's, while also leaving room for the speech bubbles, while also leaving enough room to put the background in. I might lower these cats too. Also, I've got like an insert panel here. So yeah, I would have done this all yesterday, except for the fact that like I then got caught up having to prepare for the festival tomorrow. So, I'm really bad at timekeeping. So anyway, Ramble chat over. As I said it was going to be a quick one. It fucking wasn't. But, so that's what. So, again, I'm at Ink Block Festival at Manchester on Saturday. The link is down in the doobly-doo. There's a whole bunch of cool cats there. It should be fun. Small tickets are still available. I think it's either £3 via the website or £3.50 on the door. There's a slew of really cool other artists who are going to be performing, plus a bunch of like back issues you can flip through. I'm going to have some original artwork as well on this for sale, which I haven't really done before. So if you want some original artwork from me, you can come and get it then, and then basically but if you can't get to Manchester and you're like, well, I really wish I could have gotten a hold of that fucking. Am I not connecting? Along with the fuck's sake. Along with the Guyver print. Guyver will be print up tomorrow, up next Friday. There might be a video accompanying it, which so next week it's back to penciling and inking the Stomping on Rats comic. So I'll be doing the next story, which is The Witch, and so yeah, that I'll be starting that next week. Also one benefit from doing the festival is like I won't be drawing for about 3 days, which will give my wrist time to heal. I woke up on Tuesday and my wrist was absolutely aching. So to all you artists out there, if you watch this or ever come across this, do these wrist stretches. My wrist has hurt a lot less since I've started doing them on Tuesday. This is no joke. No one's going to thank you for breaking your wrist while you fail to be a comic book artist, or any kind of artist, really. So, keep that in mind. I had a raid on yesterday. Got a bunch of new followers. If people who raided me the other day and go back and are watching this, you're not watching it now, I know this, but if you watch it later, yes, I don't have my microphone on when I'm doing the drawing because I can't draw and talk at the same time. It's either or. So generally speaking, if you were to watch me, you see my head down like this, drawing like this. So like, it's not particularly, I can barely talk at all. So, but talking and drawing, I'd rather do one thing really well than two things mediocre. So if you want to talk to me, this would be the platform to do it on because, well, I'm live basically. So if you want to talk to me, whatever, I should probably keep the chats open and stuff. So yeah, if you want to talk to me in this thing. I'm up to 37 subscribers on Twitch, which is good. So that means I'm 13 away from hitting the 50 mark, which will be fantastic. I'm 78 subscribers on YouTube, which is terrific. Which that's coming along. So I'm 23 away from changing the janky URL. Yeah, I really need to get back to preparing to go to this Comic Con. So I've been Markus Patton. If you like what you see here, please consider supporting me on Patreon or Ko-fi. I have a store down in the Etsy where you can get my comics and my prints and my stickers and stuff. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this shit around. There will be more speed paint videos coming up soon. I will be my commissions are open, and I'm obviously by doing the portfolio pages I am clearly available to do work. The next time you see these pages, they will be finished and they will look good, by the way. I'm not just so I've been Markus Patton. You've been absolutely fantastic. Dare I say, the best there was, the best around, simply the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you. And what should I draw next? Have a really good day.